Hello and welcome back to Larrikin, Japan. So on the weekend I went up to Daiso here. Daiso is a big 100 yen shop, so like dollar shop. Now this is quite a big one. It's got 2 floors. They got a lot of stuff. Some stuff is more than 100 yen. It may be 300 or 500 depending on the quality or what it is. But most of the stuff in here is 100 yen. So I did put this video up on Saturday, but they're playing music in the background. I didn't realise. So it come up with 3 copyright violations. So I had to pull it down. I couldn't put it up. Anyway, so I've got to do a bit of a voiceover on it. But this is quite a really big one. So here you got all healthcare products and stuff for women, for hair and that sort of thing. You know, it's just such a really big shop. You can buy anything. Here you got all your crockery, bowls and that sort of stuff. You know, things for kitchen. On the first floor, it's mainly that type of thing. So, you know, all your cleaning goods. You know, it's just wall to wall. Anyway, while I was doing this, I actually come across a thing the other day, this about, because I did a couple of videos on people playing up and in Japan and, you know, like getting locked up and that. And I came across this website, this guy, I think he's mainly a food channel sort of thing, but he did like in Japanese prison, the making lunch. So I'm not going to show his video on here. I don't want to get hit with a copyright strike, but I'll leave a link to it. Now, don't worry so much about how they're cooking the food. It's very well done, very clean and everything. But you watch how the prisoners behave. It's very strict. They have to march around, line up, count off. You know, the place is spotless. You know, they have to clean the place and everything. And even when they were working and that, you know, they're all sitting there and doing their job. And then when it's time for lunch, they all have to get up and line up. And they march like they're in the army. And the guards are watching them. You know, the guys in the kitchen, before they can start cooking, the guards are checking their hands to make sure they're all clean and everything. It's unbelievable. And like when they're having lunch, they sit there and have lunch. There's no talking, no laughing going on. It's really strict. You know, so like if you did go to prison, you know, you're in for it's in pretty hard life, I reckon. They're really very strict. So, you know, if you went to prison and you started playing up a bit, I don't think they'd take kindly to it. What they would do to you, I don't know, but it could be a bit peer pressure. If you play up, the people in your group, they might end up getting harsher penalties done on them too. So they might put pressure on you. So, you know, like, being in a Japanese prison, you have a watch of that video and sort of watch it through, and you watch how the prisoners behave and how the guards and how they have to behave and everything. It's a real eye-opener. It's a real eye-opener. So anyway, getting off that, we're back in here to the cats' goods. You know, they had a lot of stuff here for the cats, a lot of toys and that sort of thing. So it was pretty good, actually. There was a lot of stuff here. It wasn't bad. And, you know, a lot of this stuff's just 100 yen. You know, it's really cheap. Cheap as anything. So, yeah, they had a lot of that stuff. So, that was like, this thing is like, they have what they call churu. It's like a cat food in a little thing, and you squeeze it out and they eat it. It's real soft. It's real runny. They love it. But it's a bit hard. So with that thing, you can put it in there and you can push it up, get it out of the packet easy. And then they can eat it out of the spoon. I got one and tried it with Solly. He loved it. He reckoned it was good. But here they had like carpet squares and that sort of thing. So I thought that would be good for the bottom of his box. You know, it helped keep him a bit warm and that. So, you know, these are all 100 yen. It's a bargain. You know, you can't go wrong. So, yeah, but, I had to do the voiceover because they hit me with a couple of copyright infringement, so I had to pull it down, or I couldn't do much because I had all this music playing in the background. It wasn't loud, but the AI picked it up. And then they got all these sort of boxes and that sort of thing. So that's what I thought would be good for him for a bed, because the wind's not going to go in through it. In his cage, he can have a bed in his cage, and when he goes in there, he's got a place to sleep, and it's nice and cozy for him. In winter, he can snuggle down and he'd be right. But they had a lot of stuff, all these baskets. You can get like shopping baskets and that sort of thing. These are like 300 yen, so it's pretty cheap, $3 for a basket. All this stuff is cheap. So yeah, they're really good, these Daiso. Daiso is probably the number one 100 yen shops in Japan. They would be the biggest group. And then there's a few other Seria and different ones, but yeah, Daiso would be number one. And this store's quite big, 2 floors. But anything you want, you know, they've got all these containers, Tupperware, all sorts of things. Anything you want, all your cleaning products, it's all here. And yeah. But yeah, pretty good. Really good, actually. So yeah, I was just trying to work out what would be a good one for him, you know. I was thinking of a round one. I thought, nah, not that good. I was thinking of a cloth one. I never got him a cloth one. They had before, there was a cloth one, but I thought he'd rip it to pieces. He's sort of a bit of a vandal, this cat. He likes to chew things up and spit them out. I had him a nice cardboard box he could get in. I had a hole cut in it so he could get in, but he chewed it to pieces. He had it chewed to pieces in about a week, so that wasn't a real good idea, so I thought I'd go for some plastic. Anyway, yeah. But if you ever come to Japan, these 100 yen shops are worth a look. It's amazing. You'd be amazed what you can find in these places. You'd be amazed what you can find. You can find all sorts of things. So probably things you never see in your own country you can find here. But buckets and everything you've got. You know, this is just a bit of a, as I was wandering around looking for stuff, but yeah, it's a good place to spend a bit of time. Yeah, this is what I got. But I was amazing, the bucket was 300 yen. They also want 300 yen for the lid. I didn't get the lid. I didn't need a lid because he doesn't go in with a lid on. But for 300 yen, the basket thing was pretty good. You know, good size and that. But, you know, 300 yen for the lid I thought was a bit steep. But anyway, I just got that thing. And then I got a carpet square to put in it and that. Yeah. But yeah, I was really surprised with them Japanese prisons, how they and how, you know, the prisoners, they just don't talk to each other. They're just really quiet. There's no talking or anything. So they're really strict on them. They are really strict, super strict. So that's one thing you do. If you come to Japan, you don't want to fool around and get thrown in the slammer, I tell you. It won't be a fun time at all. Because it didn't look a lot of fun to me. And yeah, I think they'd be pretty hard. And like lunch, it's all measured out. Rice, everyone gets so many grams of rice. And they had a little bit of carrot, little bit of broccoli and a piece of fried chicken, and that was it. Oh, it was a special occasion. They had like cake with banana in it. That was a bit of a special occasion that day. But usually I don't think they get dessert, so it was just a special day. But yeah, there's no choice of menu. You just get what you get given. So yeah, I got one of these carpet squares for it. I thought that was pretty good. They fit in pretty nice. So yeah, it worked pretty good. So yep, these 100 yen shops, bargain. So if you ever come to Japan, go have a look at a 100 yen shop. Go find yourself a nice big one, a Daiso or something like that, and have a look around. You'd be amazed what you can find for 100 yen. Like I said, some things were a bit different. The bucket, this container I bought was 300 yen. The carpet square was 100. Then I headed back over. I thought I'd get him a few more toys. He likes toys. He likes balls. He's a bit like a dog. If you get a ball and you throw a ball to him, he'll go catch it and that sort of thing. Yeah, that's what I was going to get, one of these ones up top here, but I thought he'd just rip it to shreds. He's a bit of a devil. He likes chewing stuff and ripping stuff to pieces, but yeah. But it was not a bad thing. It sort of do him anyway. I got a few of these toys for him here. A few balls and different things for him. Yeah, these balls, they had a bell in them, so you throw them, makes a bit of noise. He'll run over and grab it and then bring it back to you so you can throw it again to him. He's a bit like a dog. He thinks he's a dog. But yeah. But they've got all sorts of stuff. Yeah, that was a protector thing you can put on, they can scratch. All these little different types of things. A lot of it's all very cute, you know. A lot of women like all this sort of stuff. This was a bit of a mix between dog and cat, you know, but that was for cat. It was like a mouse on a string. But he's got a bit of that sort of stuff, so I didn't worry. On a stick, you can wave it around. All those feathers and that, he'd have them ripped off in a few minutes. He'd have them demolished. He demolished that thing. I got him some other thing before. He had all the skin pulled off it. I got him this rat thing. You wind it up and it runs along the floor. He doesn't mind it. Roger the rat, he sort of doesn't mind him. Yeah. So if you ever come to Japan, jump into a 100 yen shop. You'd be surprised what you can get. Ah, yeah, they had these like tunnel things, but we've got enough junk around the house without having a bit more, so I thought it would just take up space on the floor. End up tripping over the damn thing. He'd probably like it, but yeah. I'm thinking of fixing up the deck a bit better and making that sort of lock up so he can run around out there, which would be good. Outside, I usually put him on a lead and he walks around on the lead. He's not too bad. But here they got all the different clothing. You've got all this socks and underwear and all sorts of things. You know, coat hangers, everything they got. They got everything. You know, here's all your stuff for winter, scarves and socks and gloves and all that sort of stuff. Hats. The hat was like 300 yen for a baseball cap, so not that bad. You know, there's neck warmers and things like that. Down on the wall here, you had all the calendars. So a lot of calendars and that sort of thing. So anyway, it was about time to head to the checkout. The checkouts are all self-serve. You know, there's one woman there watching to make sure that everything's done. I use all the Christmas decorations. A lot of Christmas decorations here. Getting ready for Christmas. Christmas isn't really celebrated here in Japan. We work. It's just a normal work day. New Year's the big thing here. Christmas here is like New Year in Australia and New Year in... and Christmas in Australia is like New Year here. And the other way, Christmas here is just a bit of fun. You know, people go out, have dinner and that sort of thing. Eat Kentucky Fried Chicken, have cream cakes and that sort of stuff. It's just a bit of fun. There's no real meaning to it because you know, it's a Buddhist country. It's not a Christian country. People don't really worry about it. You know, it's just a bit of fun. But you know, here you can get headphones and that. There were a set of headphones there for 300 yen, $3. So you know, they'd be really good quality. But yeah, that's about it at Daiso. And just on the way to check out, they had a lot. You can get snacks and different things. So there's a lot of snacks and things you can get. You know, Chupa Chups and all your different things. Here's a lot of snacks and things like that. Yeah, so it's a big shop. You can do photocopying there, have drinks and different things. Yes, anyway, well, that's about it. I'm going to shut it off, so I hope you enjoyed it. Till next time.